personnel issues, do you have any eligibility left? You can go out there and help them on.
I would not be an asset to the team if I had to go in and take a snap. It'd be somebody better than me, I promise.
What are the challenges you face now with the personnel issues?
Well, there have been challenges from the beginning, and we're overcoming the challenges. AJ was coming into his own a little bit, and so it's just teaching and getting guys to understand, getting guys to see it, and then getting them to take from the meeting room to individual drill work, from individual drill work to teamwork, and it takes time. So it doesn't happen overnight.
Todd stepped in pretty well.
Todd did a nice job. It was good to see that. He's got some confidence. He's got a little pep in his step now, and Todd had done a good job in training camp, and somewhere between training camp and the second game, he kind of lost his way a little bit, but he went in, did a nice job, ran the ball hard, and good for him. He's a lot more confident right now, and we need that.
Patty found the leak on that little seam kind of route up the middle there. How nice is it to have a back like that who can catch the ball, who can do some different things for you?
Well, opposed to not having a back that can catch the balls like that, he's good. The league's got a unique skill set. We try to take advantage of it as often as we can. We want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers in space, and so we were fortunate. Probably should have called it again, huh?
Maybe.
How do you get the return game going?
Well, the return game, if you were able to see the video and the kickoff return, and you would go, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. We're so close. It's just a matter of seeing it again, and we've had injuries and we've had to mix guys around. We've done certain things and move guys around, and we're really close. The punt return game was going really well, and we had a couple of penalties. So we went back and factored, take away the penalties, which I know you can't do. But if you eliminate the 2 penalties that we had against Ohio U, then we're probably, we're around 10 yards of return, which is pretty respectable. Again, kickoff return, we're really close. And, any day now, that thing, we may split one. But, kickers are doing a good job kicking the ball high, giving their coverage teams time to get down the field. We're blocking them pretty good. We just got to see them. We've got to hit it, and it's coming.
You had, I think, A.J. Woods back there a couple times. A lot of faith in him, a true freshman back there.
Yeah, I've had good success with freshmen, going all the way back to Brandon Tate at North Carolina. Someone coaches the kickoff return man for me, and I remember at North Carolina they said, "Hey, Brandon Tate's the best guy." I'm like, "No, man, we got Mason." He said, "I'm telling you, Brandon Tate's the best." And opening game, the first return he caught, he ran for a touchdown. And if you go back here, when we first got here, we had Tyler Boyd, and he really wasn't clicking with Tyler Boyd. And then halfway through the season, we put in a guy, Henderson. That's pretty good. So we're not panicking. We're not awful. We're really close. A foot here, an inch there, a little better angle. Then this conversation is totally different. So we're going to stay on course and see if we can get it right.
Andre, I think since the opening week, Duke's allowed 3 touchdowns. What is it that they're doing? What jumps out to you when you're watching Duke's defense?
Well, they're good. They're veterans. Victor Domingue, he's a senior, and he's played a lot of football. When you look across their secondary, I got a little cousin over there, Singleton's my cousin. He's a senior. He's played a lot of football. And they play hard. They're smart. They don't get out of gaps. They have teams that they've played. They have a pretty good idea of what they're doing, and they head them off at the pass. So they're good.
Blake is an interesting study. He came out of nowhere in the Duke game last year, and then he sort of almost disappeared the rest of the season. And he hasn't done a whole lot this year until this past Saturday. Mm-hmm. Were you trying to get him more involved in things, or why hasn't he been able to step forward like he did in that Duke game?
Well, I'm going to challenge what you said about he disappeared after the Duke game. He made a lot of plays after that game. He didn't impact the game like he did the Duke game, but he made a lot of plays after that. It's a lot of things. Defenses are getting better, and we're trying to, we got a new offense. equipped, smart guy. He calls things differently than Watt. So it all takes a little bit of time.
Do you think the running game can take maybe another step forward? You guys played you've played some really tough defenses in the first 5 weeks. So do you think it can take a step forward? Now that you're not going against like Penn State's defense, Virginia's defense.
Well, the bottom line is to win. And if we don't run the ball any and throw it 60 times and win, we're good with it. But everything we do is all it's a chess game. If they do this, we're doing this, and sometimes we match up better throwing the ball than opposed to running the ball. So it's just all relative to what people are doing against us.
Do you think your guys have been pass blocking through 5 games?
Pretty good. The first game against Virginia was below the standard. Since that time, they've done a nice job.
How about specifically with Todd and Malik? Have they last week were they pass blocking as well as you?
Fantastic. They only had a couple of opportunities. The Delaware didn't pressure that much. Malik had one and did a nice job. The guy was not even remotely close to the quarterback and simply had no opportunities to pass protect last week.
Pitt is second in the nation in pass attempts this year. Do you think that might start leveling off and maybe less pass attempts and more running as the season goes on?
I think it's all irrelevant. We got to win. And the bottom line is we've got some veteran receivers, and we don't have, 2 fifth-year seniors and a 4th-year senior in my room. So we'd like to run the ball, but we like winning. So we got to do whatever we think puts us in the best position to win, whether it's run or pass.